Hi Scorpio, welcome to your love reading for December 2019. Let's go ahead and start the reading and see what is coming up for you. This is the love reading for the sign of Scorpio for December 2019. The first card you have, Scorpio, is the Four of Swords. Love reading for the sign of Scorpio for December. The Wheel. Love reading for the sign of Scorpio for December. The Hangman. Love reading for the sign of Scorpio for December. Temperance. Love reading for the sign of Scorpio for December. The Magician. Love reading for the sign of Scorpio for December. Three of Cups. Love reading for the sign of Scorpio for December. Ten of Wands. Love reading for the sign of Scorpio for December. The World. Love reading for the sign of Scorpio for December. And you have the Eight of Swords. What's the most important thing that Scorpio needs to hear about their love life for December 2019? The message that you have, Scorpio, is the Knight of Cups. So the Knight of Cups, this is movement in your love life. This can be somebody new coming in for those of you who are single. This can also be a relationship taking off to the next level. This can be a proposal. This is some kind of opportunity. So I'll come back to this card in a minute and see how it ties in with the reading. Let's go ahead and start at the top. If you would like a private reading with me, just look below the video and you will see a link to my website, channelsguidance.com. Okay, so let's see what you have here. You have the Four of Wands, the Wheel, and the Hangman. So it seems like you're looking at a relationship in the month of December that has potential. Because, I mean, you have the Wheel here. This means that there's a chance for a change in your love life. This is a change for the better. This is a card of destiny. But, I mean, look at the energy around it. The Four of Swords and the Hangman. So it really does seem like the sign of Scorpio is in a relationship where something is stuck. I mean, you literally have the Hangman here. This is a relationship not moving forward. This is someone that is keeping the relationship in limbo. And as it is down here at the bottom, I did pull the Eight of Swords for you. Also someone feeling trapped. Someone feeling held back by fear. I feel like the sign of Scorpio, like you're dealing with someone, whether this is your partner or someone you're just interested in, that is not quite ready. We have the Four of Swords. To me, this card usually pops up when somebody has asked you for some space. They've backed off. They're not answering your calls. Somebody maybe just, needs some time to think. It can also be healing that needs to happen in a relationship. So if somebody asks you for some space, or you feel like somebody's keeping your relationship or your marriage in limbo, just know that you have the Wheel front and center here. Things will change for the better. Again, this is a card of destiny. Now, if we take a look at the second row, take a look at what you have here. You have Temperance, the Magician, and the Three of Cups. So although I see, somebody maybe keeping your relationship or your marriage in limbo on the top row, you do have a lot of happiness waiting for you here. The Three of Cups, this is you celebrating. This is you being extremely happy. This can even be marriage, the birth of a child. You're being told here to be patient. Temperance is telling you don't jump to conclusions. Don't do anything extreme. This is just telling you to be patient in the situation. Although you also have the Magician here. So the Magician is telling you that you have more power over the situation than you know. So you feel like you're in a relationship where somebody's backing away from you and you feel completely powerless, which to me, that is the energy of the Eight of Swords. You might feel like somebody's slipping away from you. You might feel like they're moving away and there's nothing that I can do. That is the energy of the Eight of Swords. You actually have more power over this person than you realize. You might just be dealing with someone that has a lot on their mind and they just don't know what they want yet. Again, somebody is keeping the relationship in limbo here. Keep in mind the Hangman is hanging upside down because he needs to change the way that he's thinking. So this could be maybe the person that you're dealing with in the month of December. Now at the bottom here you have the Ten of Wands. So I mean, just seeing this tells me that someone is really tired of a situation in your love life. You might be tired of meeting the same people. You might be tired of hearing the same lies. It's like maybe one relationship keeps repeating itself over and over and over. Somebody keeps making the same mistakes. This is someone who is tired, exhausted, fed up. But you do have a new beginning right next to it, the World. That cycle maybe of meeting all the wrong people is coming to an end. The World is a major arcana and it is the last one, which represents endings. Like maybe you're finally finally you're going to stop meeting all those people that are wasting your time. Could also be a troubled relationship or marriage that's coming to an end. But just know there's tricky energy around it. I mean, you literally have the 10 of Wands and the 8 of Swords around the world. So you might feel kind of powerless, that right now you're in a cycle where you feel like there's nothing that you can do because you can't change somebody's mind as much as you want to. I feel like something is keeping your relationship, your love life in limbo. And again, you feel powerless to change this because you can't change somebody's mind. You also feel extremely fed up. Some of you might feel like just giving up on somebody. Just know that there is a whole new cycle starting for the sign of Scorpio. And again, you have more power than you realize here with the Magician. Okay, let's get a few more cards and see what else comes up for you. What other messages are there for the sign of Scorpio for December? You have the 9 of Coins, the 7 of Cups, and the 4 of Cups. So it's interesting that I'm putting the 4 of Cups over the 3 of Cups. I mean, I feel here, I mean, you've got some very confusing energy for the month of December. I mean, let's go back to the main energy. The main energy was the Knight of Cups. There is some type of opportunity for you. Seeing the 7 of Cups here, there could definitely be somebody new coming in, completely out of the blue, where you have some type of opportunity to have a new relationship. Even those of you who are coupled. Because the Knight of Cups, this is just an opportunity, a romantic opportunity popping up for you. And now I pull the 7 of Cups, which is confusion. Someone maybe that has a choice. It can be you or it can be the person that you love. Maybe they're dealing with that kind of energy right now. But I feel like somebody is completely lost when it comes to a relationship or marriage. They don't know what to do, is what I'm seeing in this reading. I feel like somebody is just tired, fed up, exhausted, and you feel like you're powerless to change a situation. Again, you have more power than you know with the Magician here. But I mean, you also have the 9 of Coins. This is telling you that Scorpio has to do what is best for Scorpio. This is telling you put yourself first. This is about your self-worth, your self-love. Stop putting someone else on a pedestal. Put yourself on a pedestal. I feel like somebody has been leading you on. Somebody's dragging their feet. Maybe somebody has cold feet. There's confusion. Maybe somebody is confused about how they feel about you. They don't know what they want. The 4 of Cups, this is someone that doesn't even notice what is being offered to them. This is a card of someone who is just unhappy and they're not paying attention to what is going on in front of them. They're unhappy. They feel like something's missing. Some of you might also be feeling this way about a relationship or a marriage. But again, you have the 3 of Cups here, which means that you have the power to change this. And again, you might feel completely hopeless as far as the situation. But again, this is a cycle in your relationship or in a marriage that is coming to an end. The world is actually victory. You're actually getting past a really difficult time. Maybe you're being tested. The world is closing the door to the past and starting a whole new chapter. Okay, let's go ahead and look at the confirmation deck. Let's see what other messages come up there. What other messages are there for the sign of Scorpio for December? King of Swords, 8 of Cups, and the Magician. So you have the Magician 2 times. I forgot what sign it was, but there was another sign where it was just like an eye-opener, like the Magician 2 times, the Emperor 2 times. You have more power than you know here over every love relationship, whether it's a marriage or a relationship. What's the most important thing that Scorpio needs to hear about their love life for December? Knight of Pentacles. So the Knight of Pentacles is telling you that things are going to improve, but they're not going to improve overnight. This is slow progress, slow movement. But again, you have more power than you know over this. So it could be that you can change a situation. Now you have the King of Swords. So the King of Swords can be an air sign. Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Male or female, Sun, Moon, or Rising. It can also be someone who's very much in their head. Because remember, we have the 4 of Swords. We have the Hangman. We have the 8 of Swords. All of these are very mental cards, mental energies. It can also be you if you have a Moon or Rising and an air sign. I mean, I feel like somebody, just kind of looking at this spread, I feel like somebody's tired of a relationship. Maybe you're tired of waiting for someone. You're tired of feeling like you're in limbo. I feel like there is a whole lot of confusion here. Like, where do we stand? What's going on? What is your choice? There's a sense of unhappiness here with the Four of Cups. Someone just feels completely trapped with the Eight of Swords. And then, you know, I go and I pull the Eight of Cups here. The Eight of Cups is someone who is choosing to move on, choosing to walk away. So for the sign of Scorpio, it could be that you're finally kind of deciding, I've had enough, which I see here with the Ten of Wands, a heavy burden. This is something that is weighing a relationship down. With the Magician being here 2 times, the Magician, again, this is about you manifesting something. So if you're single, you can actually manifest a whole new chapter in your love life. If you're already coupled and you feel like you're not happy and you need to move on, again, the world, you can manifest a whole new beginning for yourself by walking away. But if you want to stick with a relationship, if you want to make things work, you do have the Three of Cups here, which means that you can be happy again. There can be joy in your relationship again. There can be laughter. But I do feel like something is keeping your relationship stuck here with the Hangman in limbo. Somebody maybe is kind of keeping you on the back burner. But you do have the Wheel here telling you that the wheel will turn. There will be a positive change in your relationship. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to the X spread. Okay, Scorpio, let's go ahead and see what is going on with your ex for the month of December. Scorpio and their ex for December 2019. You have the Tower. Scorpio and their ex for December 2018. The Seven of Wands. Scorpio and their ex for December. Page of Cups. Scorpio and their ex for December. Temperance. Scorpio and their ex for December. The Eight of Swords, which you also had in the first spread. Scorpio and their ex for December. Five of Wands. Scorpio and their ex for December. The Hangman, which was also in the first spread. Scorpio and their ex for December. The High Priestess. Scorpio and their ex for December. And Judgment. So I feel like there can be communication with your ex. If anything, I feel like you might, for those of you where there's been zero contact with your ex, I mean, look at this first row here. You've got the Tower, the Seven of Wands, and the Page of Cups. Some of you might have a chance to confront your ex because you have the Seven of Wands. This is confrontational energy. This is you fighting back. This is you having a chance to speak your piece, to really confront your ex maybe about how they treated you. And again, this is something that's maybe very unexpected because you have the Tower here. And here's the communication, the Page of Cups. All the pages are communication, and this is communication about love, feelings, relationships. Except there is some type of like confrontation here, like you're really speaking up for yourself, you're really standing your ground. Some of you, because the Tower is the first card, and I always say the first card's always really significant. I feel like some of you, like you might be totally shocked that an ex pops up in your life again. Like, whoa, where did this come from? You know, I thought I have not heard from this person in years, and suddenly here they are again. I know because I have a Scorpio rising, I've had an ex pop up all of a sudden. Pleasant surprise, but I feel like, you know, this is what we're seeing here. This is what we're seeing. Like you're stunned, surprised. Here is communication, but I feel like some of you, like you may not be completely happy about what you're hearing, and you're wanting to maybe know what really happened. Why did this person walk away from you? What really happened with the Seven of Wands? Now, if you look at this next row, you've got Temperance, the Eight of Swords, and the Five of Wands. So, you know, when it comes to getting back together with your ex, there is some type of conflict here. I feel like it's not so easy for the sign of Scorpio to kind of patch things up with your ex and be able to move on in the month of December. Although you do have Judgment here. I mean, Judgment, this is the card for exes. This is a relationship coming back to life, a relationship you thought was over. It is here. But there is some type of conflict behind it with the Five of Wands. It's like your ex is conflicted, maybe about coming back to you. There could be a rival for some of you with the Five of Wands, but I feel like it's, you know, they're fighting themselves. There's a struggle going on here. I also see someone who is afraid to move forward. Although keep in mind, this can be you because you have this lined up with the Seven of Wands. There is some type of confrontation that's happening, and somebody is, you know, afraid of moving forward. Maybe because you've been burned in the past by this person. Also, I mean, we have Temperance here. Temperance can represent the sign of Sagittarius. But Temperance can also represent forgiveness, compassion, healing. So again, maybe a relationship that ended on really bad terms, which is kind of the feeling that I'm getting, where you're really speaking up for yourself A relationship that ended in really bad terms, there's a chance to heal this in the month of December. But I feel like someone is conflicted here. Someone is conflicted maybe about giving this person a second chance. Someone feels trapped. Like, I don't know how to take this person back. Or I don't know how to forget what they did to me. We have the Hangman, which also was in the first spread. There is a chance for a reunion. We see that down here with the Judgment card. This is a relationship that has a second chance. A relationship rising from the ashes, but it's down here with the Hangman. So there is some type of stuck energy around you and your ex reconciling. Stuck energy here, stuck energy here at the Eight of Swords. Maybe somebody needs to really know what they want. Also, we have the High Priestess right in the center here. The High Priestess saying there is a lot of intuitive messages. There are a lot of intuitive messages for you, maybe, and your ex. For those exes where, you know, someone is completely stuck, completely in limbo. They don't know how to move forward. Maybe they don't know how to come back to you. There is a lot of inner guidance kind of pushing this person in your direction. Again, I see a new beginning here for you. A relationship coming back to life. I just get someone is conflicted, but some of you may have a chance to confront this person in the month of December. Like, you know, surprise communication. Surprise that this person even remembers you. It's just kind of that energy here in this first row. Okay, let's get a few more cards. Let's see what other messages come up for Scorpio and their ex for the month of December. Two of Cups. Four of Wands. Nine of Pentacles. So some of you may be afraid of trusting an ex. Scorpio is a water sign, so you're very sensitive. You may be worried about how things ended, but I mean, look at the cards that I pulled for you. You've got the Two of Cups, this is a soulmate energy. You have a strong bond with this person. This is a very emotional, special connection. And then I pulled the Four of Wands for you. I mean, this is a card of marriage, commitment, stability, a relationship that is strong. So I feel like if you and your ex can get back on the same page, like, I mean, you have everything lined up here to make a relationship work. You also had this card in the first spread, so you're being told do what's best for you. I honestly feel like the sign of Scorpio is confused. Like, maybe you don't know if you can forgive this person. Maybe you're afraid of giving them a second chance. You're afraid of being hurt again. You're conflicted. But I do see a relationship here. And, you know, I feel like there can be a surprise for you in the month of December. A very unexpected, maybe, communication. A chance for you to really speak your truth about this person. Okay, let me get a few more cards from the confirmation deck. Let's move this way. Let's see what else comes up for you. And Scorpio and their ex for the month of December. Interesting. You've got Judgment again. Scorpio and their ex, December. The Six of Pentacles. Scorpio and their ex. And the Eight of Wands. So, I mean, the Eight of Wands, I always say the Eight of Wands is fireworks. This is some type of communication or new development that comes out of nowhere. Something you've been waiting for a really long time. And then you have the Tower. So I do feel like the sign of Scorpio, like, there are surprises around exes. There are surprises. I mean, I feel like you're going to connect, maybe communicate with an ex. But my goodness, you also have the Judgment card 2 times. Again, the Judgment card, this is a relationship rising from the ashes. This is a second chance for you to be happy together. This is a card of reconciling. So you do have that chance in the month of December. I feel like if you do reconcile in December, you have the Six of Pentacles telling you this time around, you will get the relationship that you deserve. This is you getting what you deserve. I feel like there's going to be a lot of unexpected developments with the Eight of Wands. To me, the Eight of Wands, this is fireworks. This is, you know, a lot of things happening all of a sudden. But this is usually something that you have been waiting for. Maybe you've been waiting for this person to come back. You've been waiting to figure out if this person still cares. I feel like there's been a lot of kind of spiritual help behind the scenes because we have the High Priestess here. Somebody has kind of been nudged in your direction. But for some reason, I see, like, you know, somebody's conflicted with the Five of Wands and the Eight of Swords. Somebody is conflicted. Maybe somebody is afraid of trusting this person again. But because you have the Two of Cups here, there's still a connection with your ex. Whether you choose to forgive them and take them back or not, you still have that soulmate connection. And there's still a chance here. I mean, look at this. 4 and 5 of Wands. I'm just going to show you what I'm looking at here. 4 and 5 of Wands. There's still a chance here for a relationship, for a commitment, for a relationship with the future. But it's just somebody is conflicted about this. Somebody's conflicted. They don't know what to do. If this is you, you have the 9 of Pentacles, a repeat card from the first spread telling you, do what is best for you. This is making a decision that you can live with at the end of the night. If you feel horrible about taking back an ex, then don't take them back. If this is someone that you love and you've been thinking about them this whole time, then definitely this reading is telling you that you have a chance in the month of December of being happy again, of having this again, the 2 of Cups and the 4 of Wands. You have the Judgment card 2 times. December is a time of reconciling, of new beginnings. This is going to be completely up to you. Okay, Scorpio, this has been your love reading for December 2019. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll speak to you again next month.